Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft Survival Let's Play episode. My name is Ramses and let's get started. So in our last episode we built ourselves a creeper farm and I gave myself a little AFK spot right here. And I did AFK overnight for the record. And let's actually take a look. I've already seen this, but holy cow, we are getting a ridiculous amount of gunpowder from this farm. It is behaving magnificently. Like, seriously magnificently. I am so amazingly impressed. So, we're gonna need to figure out storage because we've already almost filled up our first whole double chest. There we go. And so we're going to need to figure out storage. So I've started thinking, well, what we're going to do. Now, this isn't all for gunpowder. This is for, well, it's for a lot of stuff, actually. It's going to be for everything here at Piggy Town. Except for vines. I think the vines are still just going to be a separate thing. I don't think I'm going to sort those here because I just kind of have to come and get those when I need them. But we're going to do wheat and carrots here, and we're going to automate those. We're going to hook up the automatic sugarcane system. We're going to hook up the iron farm. We're going to hook up the slime and cactus farm. We're going to hook up the creeper farm, all into this. We're going to have 10 things total. I'm thinking wheat, pumpkins, melons, carrots, cactus, slime, iron, gunpowder. There was two others. I don't know. I just listed a bunch of stuff. We'll see if we can figure out what it all is. I made a list somewhere. But this is kind of what I want to do right here. And right now I'm thinking of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5? Yeah, 5 double chests a piece of each item. And doing 10 items total so that each pillar or each column is one item, right? So all of this would be gunpowder. All of this would be iron from the iron farm. That's the idea right now. This is how we're going to do it. This pretty little circuit right here. Created by Impulse SV, who is a member of the Hermitcraft server and just been a Minecraft YouTuber for quite a while now. This is the Impulse SV item filter or item sorter circuit. And it is a pretty simple circuit. We've actually used it once before, and I may have explained it a little bit, but I figured I'd go over it in a little bit more detail now. So what we have here is we have a comparator reading the output from this hopper. This is the actual filtering hopper, and it is going to give out a certain signal strength. You'll notice this is lit up, but this is not. If one more item were to go into that hopper, for instance, one more piece of stone, it would output a strong enough signal strength to turn on this piece of redstone, which would turn on this repeater, which would turn off this torch, which would unlock this hopper. Now, the reason that nothing is falling out of this hopper into this one is because this one's locked, and that's why this piece of stone right here is staying put. There's nothing in this chest right now, but if we were to put some stone in here, we would notice that the stone would go into that chest, but if we put like the stone and some of our netherrack, and the netherrack would go over here and the stone would go down here. Let me sleep real quick so I can continue to explain this. So this right here is the input hopper. We've put stuff in here and it continues down this line, and each time it reaches one of these hoppers, by the way, this is a tileable design, so we could put one of these right here and then one of these right next to it, and each one will have its own stack of chests that it's associated with. So anyway, it will continue down the line. Picture another one of these units exactly right here underneath this hopper. Anyway, it continues down the line. It checks to see, as it's going through this hopper, can it get into this hopper? And the only thing that's going to let it in is if it's affiliated with this item right here. For instance, I've set this filter up to filter out smooth stone. Everything else will keep going down the line, but smooth stone's going to stop here and go down into this hopper. Now, 41 stone are going to stay right here. And that is based on signal length, like we were just talking about. This hopper has exactly enough items in it to give just enough signal length that it lights up these 2 pieces of redstone dust, but not that third one. Now that's really important, because if it were to light up that third one, then it would light up this repeater, which would unlight this torch, which would unlock this hopper, and a piece of stone would fall through. Now that stone would get pulled directly from here. So every time a new piece of stone ends up in this, it just ends up in here. And the 41 and the 1 stay right here. Those will always stay in there. So we basically lose 42 pieces of stone to this system right here. But it doesn't really matter because we're going to be sorting chests full of the stuff. So losing that little bit doesn't really matter. And nothing else will go through here because these have been renamed to storage sticks, which means that only stone will fall through into this hopper. Now, everything that isn't stone will continue on, and we'll set up more filters to filter out other stuff so that eventually all we're left with on the back end is either nothing or stuff that we weren't trying to sort in this system. Because everything will have a filter. So we'll have a filter for carrots, we'll have a filter for wheat, we'll have a filter for iron, all the things that we're farming here over at Piggy Town, right? So let's actually put this to the test. I'm going to put in half a stack of netherrack and all 22 of these stone. And what we should find out is that half a stack of netherrack ends up in this hopper and all 22 stone end up in this chest. I'm going to give it just a second. Alright, so if we check this hopper, we'll find half a stack of netherrack continued on through, and there's still 41 and 1 right there, which means there should be 22 stone down in the chest, even though we put it all in the same place. Perfect. That is exactly what this system is supposed to do. I built this one for demonstration purposes and just help remind myself how to do it so I have a quick reference to look at in the same world that I'm building it on. But now it's time to start setting it up right here. So over here, I should have most of the stuff we need. I've got some comparators and repeaters and a lot of hoppers and redstone dust. We may need to go get some more. I've got some blocks and I've got my storage sticks. That's really pretty much everything. Oh, I forgot the redstone torches. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, well, I'm going to go get redstone torches and then I'll be right back. I grabbed a little bit more redstone and a few iron ingots just in case I need to build more hoppers. I've got plenty of wood over there and more trees I could chop down if I need to. And I don't want to bring too much stuff over with me and just have to clean it all up again. Plus, I'm actually out of hoppers in my sorting system, so all the hoppers we have are currently over there. And I brought like 2 stacks over there, so hopefully that should be enough. But I don't really know. We're going to need quite a few because each unit of the system needs a few. Not to mention all the ones that are going to go into just getting this stuff around the system. So we'll see what we can do. Alright, to start with, the first thing that we're actually going to have to do... Oh, can I not reach that? Yes, I can reach that. There we go. We're going to have to lay down a series of hoppers on the backs of each one of these chests. And the top one is going to be this one of the system, right? So it's going into the chest. And then from there, on top of that, we're going to have the other hoppers and stuff. But first step first, I actually have to lay in this system, which is going to be a few hoppers. We're in the late game now, guys. Where I'm a wealthy Minecrafter at this point with all of the different farms that we've built and all the stuff that we've been doing. So it's not really a surprise that we have quite a lot of resources, and we're using quite a lot of resources, which feels good because I felt like I've had so many resources and nothing to do with them for quite a while now. It's almost kind of relieving to burn through so much of my resources on the creeper farm and on this. Like, the amount of iron I've used, I've probably used 2 double chests of iron ingots throughout the crafting process of not only the creeper farm, but this as well. I mean, maybe more, honestly. That's a distinct possibility. I'm building a small staircase to get me up and down. Perfect. That'll work. And, you know, I'll have to jump across sometimes. Maybe I'll just build it out a little bit more. There we go. That helps me out. I can get up and down easily. This space doesn't matter right now because it doesn't affect my build. So I can get up and down right here. Super easy. Oh, I didn't mean to open that. I meant to eat fish. Perfect. Now what we have to do is build the rest of the system. So you can see that here, if we look right here, ow, okay, there we go. If we look right here, you see that this hopper is pointing into nothing. That's actually really important for the function of the farm. So we should go through and place temporary blocks on top of the chests and then go through and place the other hoppers. That should probably be our next step. Okay, and then we go boom, boom, boom. I'll stand up here, boom, and boom. And then we just walk over to the other side and we do the same thing. By the way, I love having the resource pack that tells me which direction my hoppers are facing. It really is incredibly convenient. From here, we have to decide which direction we want the sorting system to run. So we have to choose where our inputs and outputs are going to be. Now, to do that, I have to think about where the stuff is going to be coming from. We've got a lot of it coming from this direction. So what if we make the input right here? It's going to make the sugarcane a little more difficult. But I don't think I mind, because we've got the slime coming from there, the iron coming from there, and yeah. I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do. We're going to have to put other stuff there too, so I'm sure that we'll have some other farms over in this direction, which means we're going to have to, yeah, we're just going to, well, we could make two different inputs. We could put one on that corner and one on this corner. So these are actually two different systems. And just do the stuff over there on that side over here and the stuff over there on that side over here. That's not a bad idea. I liked the idea of having it all be one system. That way I could pipe everything into like one universal pipe, but maybe that's the way to do it. I am unsure. What a conundrum. Well, at the very least, I know I want to put a input right here, which means I need to create a... Oh, yep, there that goes. I'm sure it went all the way down, too. I need to create a temporary block right there to run these hoppers into. And let's see if I can get one more. Okay, that hopper is officially our input hopper. We can get rid of that. And let's go down. I believe we lost another rack to this one. Yes, we did. Good. One more. Okay, so... yeah, I think I do want to do two different inputs. So let's do the same process on the other side. I may live to regret this. Yeah. But for now, we're going to just run with it. And there we go. Okay. Top hoppers are in, which should mean that we're done with hoppers for now. Yeah, we've got the temporary ones there, and we've got the line across the top. Okay, now it's time to start doing the other stuff. So against this hopper that's right behind the chest, the top layer of chest, so at that level right there, we need to start building this shape out of blocks. And we're going to need the underside shape as well. So that we have a block to go under this repeater. So let me go grab some blocks. They're over here. Right? There's 3 there. So we can start by doing that. Build all... This basically just this 3x3 thing going on right here. I think there's a way to condense this a little bit, but I actually don't remember. This is just the method that I remember for doing it. Okay, and then we need a block in the middle, which means I'm gonna block out there just a little bit. Perfect, because then we can just go like this, and that creates the T shape. We've got that all the way across now. Now we need another block right there, all the way across, but luckily we can reach from the ground, it seems. Perfect. And then we're going to need one more. Oh, this is going to be hard. Okay, we're going to need to wait to put this in. Because we're going to need to get the repeaters in place. So, I need blocks all the way across right there. And then I need... Well, actually, let's put it right there. And this way we can get up and place our repeaters in before we actually have to place in the rest. So let's grab our redstone repeaters, and we're going to throw these down in place. Boom, 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 boom. Is that right? Are we still doing this thing right? I always have to double check. That seems right. Yeah, the repeater goes into the block on the lower half of the T shape. Just like that. And then from under here, we can stick the redstone torches right there. That's perfect. And actually, if we hold shift, we should find that we are actually able to place these directly against the yeah, we can place it directly against the repeater and then lay that all the way out like that. And then we place the redstone torches, the redstone dust, and the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't remember. Oh, comparators. That's the word I'm looking for. We finished with the repeaters. Let's grab a little bit more. Yeah, that should be everything we need. Okay, let's go through and do the torches first. Boom, boom, boom. Is that right? No, that's not right. We need one more layer up. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and now we just need to get up there and get the other stuff in place. The easiest place from which to put in these comparators will most likely be right there. Perfect. And then we just spam redstone dust all over the place. And we don't actually have to worry about it connecting because we're being so specific with our signal strength, it never actually crosses over, which is actually really cool. And now what we need to do is go in and fill our sorting hoppers, which is this hopper, with storage sticks. So let me grab this, and I guess we just block back up again. We go like that, and we just lay down one storage stick in each of those slots right there. And you can see now we've got some signal coming out of this thing, and what we need is to start putting in where things are going to go. Okay, so that means what we're going to need is an idea of actually which item is going into which chest for the first time. So I can say with some certainty that on this side we will not do iron, let's see, iron, cactus, slime, and gunpowder. That's 4 of the 5 that go on this side. So there's going to be one more on this side. What is my list even? Let's think. We're going to get gunpowder. We're going to get iron. We're going to get cactus and slime. Those are all automated farms that will be piping into this side. That is 4 of these. So we can mark off basically the first 4 of these. We're going to have one more on this side. And we know sugarcane's going to be on this side. And everything else is stuff that we haven't done yet. So let's have it be... So what else are we doing? We're doing carrots and wheat. Those are going to be separate villager-based farms. We're going to have melons and pumpkins. And sugarcane. Is that it? Let's see. Let's say we put carrots on that side. Then it would be wheats, melons, pumpkins, sugarcane. There'd be one more. We're missing one item. What am I farming that I don't remember that I'm farming? Okay, I'm going to go consult my list and find out. Eggs. We are also going to farm eggs. We're going to make a really, really simple, easy egg farm. And I think that is going to go on the same side as this other stuff. So that means on this side we need... Here, let's go get some stuff from our chest over here, because we should have just about everything we need over here. We will need a pumpkin. Actually, we can just take all the pumpkins. We will need some melon. We will need some carrots. And we will need some wheat. And there's one other going over there. Sugarcane. Sugarcane. Where do we not? Oh, it's because it's all over here. I was like, do we not have any sugarcane? We do have some sugarcane. Perfect. Okay, that's all we need there. I'm going to sleep, and then we can actually load up that system. Alright, so first up, I'm deciding this arbitrarily because they're all going to come in through the same input pipe, so it actually doesn't really matter which one goes first. But the first one for me is going to be sugarcane. And you'll notice we'll probably get left with exactly 41 right here. We did. That's perfect. Okay. Then next up, I'm going to do pumpkins. All those pumpkins should stay where they are. And then melons, and you'll notice we'll end up with 41 of those as well. And then we will do carrots, and then we will do wheat. And that makes up this whole side right here. I'm going to get rid of this. Perfect. That should be just about everything that we need to do on that side over there. And then from there, what we need to do is do the exact same thing that we did here over there, which should be relatively easy now that we know how to do it. So I'm going to get to work on that, and I'll bring you guys back in just a second when we're ready to actually load up some of the stuff in it. Alright, that should be the last piece of redstone dust, which means we're now ready for more storage sticks. And then after that, it should be ready for us to load in which items we want to do. And then we work on the arduous task of, well, trying to actually pipe everything into the system. And that's going to be a bit of a doozy, I think. Okay, we're good. We have that ready to go. Let's go grab one of each of the items that we need. We might not have an egg with us. It won't be in there. Okay, so over here, we're going to need, we'll grab a stack of this and a stack of this. Over here, what else were we sorting over here? I don't remember. Oh, we need iron. Let's go grab a little bit. Oh, no, I have some iron down here. Oh, no, over here? Yeah, this'll do perfect. Look at that. Good thing I brought that iron over. We didn't end up needing, well, we may still need to make more hoppers, but that's fine. Oh, and then we need to go down and get the, see, I always have to remember to undo that block before I go down, because that's going to be my way back up. Perfect. And we are full right now, so let's get this thing hooked up soon. I was really hoping I had an egg in this chest, and I don't, so we're gonna have to go get one. That's okay, I'm sure we can find one. Okay, so this is the input side. So we're gonna start with iron. Then we're gonna do we're gonna do slime. Then we're gonna do cactus. Then we're gonna do gunpowder. And then the last one will be eggs, but we're gonna need some eggs. So I'm going to go get an egg really quickly just so that we can have that in place so we can actually start running the system. Because if we don't put an egg in place, then anything will get sorted into those chests. And I actually want to be able to start running the system. So I have to go home and get a single egg. Oh, wait, hold on. I just realized a problem. We can't sort eggs. Eggs only stack up to 16, which means we'll never have enough stuff in the sorting system to build up enough of a... Oh, man, that sucks. Okay, we're not going to sort eggs. Instead, we're going to sort cocoa beans. We're going to build a cocoa bean farm, and we're going to sort those. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it. Yeah, I really wanted to save eggs in the system, but we're just going to have to do those separately. We could put the vines there. We could build a system where we automatically put a bunch of vines there, but vines we have to do manually anyway. Yeah, like literally we're digging every vine manually. That's to some degree also true of cocoa beans, but man, I don't know what to put there. We could do potatoes. For now, let's assume that we were going to do cocoa beans and go get some from downstairs. Because I want to be able to dye things brown if I need to, so it'd be good to have a few cocoa beans. Yeah, I'm going to assume that it's cocoa beans for now. We may end up having to change that if we decide something else will go there better. I don't really have an interest in potatoes. I'm doing carrots because I want to make golden carrots. The reason I was going to do eggs is because I want to make pumpkin pie. And we have everything else being automatically done. We'll also do eggs, I suppose, but yeah, I guess we'll see. Wow, I'm a little laggy today for whatever reason. Let's head back over there and keep working. All right, well, there is the last unit, the cocoa beans right there. And if we go down here, several of these things we put in enough of that we should see things coming out the other end. Yeah, we'll see a few cocoa beans. Some sugar cane, probably none of that, probably none of that. But some carrots and some, well, that doesn't go there. But there we go. That is pretty much precisely what we wanted. Let's go ahead and just grab some stuff from this chest that we know can be sorted. That way pretty soon we can just get rid of this. We can't grab those. Those are carved pumpkins, and they will not sort. But we can grab the other stuff. I think all of this stuff goes into this side. I don't think we have anything from the other side. Boom, 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 boom. Well, there we go. We're getting somewhere. Now we need to start piping stuff in. This is going to be a bit of a challenge, I think. I'm probably going to need my kelp. It's dark enough. Let me sleep. All right, it's daytime again, and I'm thinking about the ways in which we might want to do this. I didn't fully plan on doing all of this in this episode, but we might as well, because I feel like we haven't spent that much time. So how about this? I had a thought, really, that this already exists. That's pretty good at getting items up, I feel like. So what if we used it? What if we used this to get items up? In fact, let's play with this idea. What we're going to need is a bunch of hoppers, and we're going to need... Yeah, there's the hoppers. We're going to need to clear out a bunch of that... Let's take... Which of these chests is more empty? This one is. I have an axe on me, but evidently it's not worth grabbing it. Maybe it should be. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk up here and I'm going to place an input chest so I can load in more items at once. Like this. Just like that. And that's going to allow me to load in a bunch of gunpowder all at the same time. Get rid of all that stuff. And we're going to go down and load a bunch of gunpowder because we're going to need to break that chest down there. So, the way I figure it, it's going to be easier if we get rid of all the stuff first. That way we don't have it all over the place mucking around. So we put it in there and it should automatically start itself sorting into where it needs to go. So what I've done here is I've diverted this whole hopper flow over to here, and then we're going to build an automatic item dispensing circuit. But I cleared away some carpet in the meantime, so I need to replace what I didn't end up using. Yep, I think we're good. I did one time see a spider over here. Makes me wonder if I should do something like that. There we go. Okay, now we can head back up because we're going to need to go get a dropper. We should probably get a few. The other thing that we're going to need to do is build this item elevator up farther so that it can get high enough to reach that chest. We need to build it up to that level. We're going to need to fill this in with more water too, which is actually going to be a pain in the butt, but we should be able to do it, hopefully. Alright, I think I've got this mostly worked out. Once this chest is clear, I will add another block right there, and then we can build in the water streams going all the way up from there, and then all the way, we'll build like a single water stream that travels this way and brings the items over to this hopper. I think that's probably the simplest way of doing it. I may later replace these blocks, but for right now I at least want to get this thing operational. So that is my next step, and I'll bring you guys back in just a little bit. When I was down here looking at stuff, I realized that things seemed to be spawning somewhere on here, so I just covered the hoppers to be safe with some spare carpets that I had, and I led them all the way over here. These stairs are just for me to still get up, but right here you can see the hoppers are pointed into a dropper, and then we've got one of our automatic dropping dispensing circuits going on here that's spitting into the same water elevator that we already have built. And if we walk up there and go through the elevator, which we can still fit through, up top you will see what I ended up doing for a design. If you look here, you see I actually used trap doors, which seem to have spit us out right here. Now the question is, oh yep, it totally works. I just saw some gunpowder follow us through there. Yeah, it seems to be working. I see, because the way the trapdoors get placed, I can't place one right there, but it doesn't seem to matter. They seem to move through just fine. And we end up with this kind of cool looking pipe thing sticking in there. So I think it'd be cool to have a few of these pipes sitting around. I might put a cap on this thing now, however. In fact, yeah, I think I am going to put a cap on it just to help out. But yeah, I think this makes sense to me. I kind of like the way this thing looks, and I'm going to move forward with this idea. And I'm back, and I've made another modification. This thing right here is now also operational, and this is dishing in all of the slime and cactus into this farm over here as well. So you can see we're getting... you see there's some cactus coming in just right then. I can still get down if I need to, right there. And I can get up, but it's through this, so I have to kind of come up through my own pipe. In fact, actually, I'll just show you guys really quickly. So we're down here. This is where you guys have seen before. I've got pretty much everything covered over, and all seems to be working right now. Then if I want to, I can come up through here. And, well, I shot on out, so now I need to get up there and close that thing. But other than that, it seems to be working. I can't walk over them because then I'll pick up the items, but and you'll notice actually I had to place in some ice blocks right here and here, and there's some over towards the beginning as well. There's ice under there, and that's just to help items move along quickly. I don't think it looks too terrible. I kind of want this place to look a little bit more industrial anyway. It's not going to fit the same build style that we were using, you know, over there. So we'll see exactly what a building this might turn into, or maybe it's just, yeah, I don't really know what it's going to be. But for right now, this is good enough for me, and I'm going to call this it for this episode. I am exhausted after that. That's a whole bunch of stuff to do. But we have a new bulk storage system, which seems to me like it's working okay. If I decide that I don't... Oh, you can see the item jumping up and down over there. That's why we have to close that thing. So we just have to make sure that we come out on the right side in order to close the thing. But yeah, I think that's all that's I've got right here today for this episode. I think it went pretty well. I'm actually pretty excited about how it went. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. If you want to keep getting notifications for when I'm posting new episodes, go ahead and hit the bell icon so that you can get notifications for that. Beyond that, I hope you all had a wonderful time. Keep being your beautiful selves, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching.